years. And we've seen the city grow. It's very, very diverse. A lot of black and brown folks who now call Miramar home. One of the things that I noticed that we didn't have art in public places. I went to places like Chicago and saw the Bean and so many other sculptures on display, and especially for people who don't get to go to these beautiful museums and don't have the wherewithal to have art in front of them, placed in front of them, and monuments as this. I knew I had to do something. And that's when I asked my colleagues to join me in creating the Art in Public Places Ordinance, where we have developers who have to either put up an art structure that is accessible to the public in their buildings, or they have to put money into this fund. And this is how this came about. We are making sure that this is not just the first, and it won't be it's not the first, but it's the first, but won't be the last of all the art that's gonna go throughout this city, in our parks and elsewhere, for the community to enjoy.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to direct the next question to our famous sculptor, Mr. Basil Watson. Sir, this is not the first sculpture that you have been commissioned to do, but we want to ask you today, what makes this one different? What went into the process of making this one different and special?
Well, each work is within the time that it is created. And we were looking at both, everybody knows to the world is iconic, but we are looking to relate it to what is happening in the world today, and to find another way of expressing to the world. So the kneeling pose that he has done from time to time when his knees were a little younger, I found it very, very profound and related to the social issues that we face today. So I took the liberty of using that pose for this monument.
Thank you so much for that. And to the Honorable Usain Bolt, you know, when we watched the races, one of the commentators, I had to take note of him. He said you were the greatest sprinter the world had ever seen, and that your victory is a feat that would never be repeated, certainly not in lifetimes. He also went on to say he couldn't contain himself when you won. He said it's one of the greatest athletic achievements of all time. And when you were being interviewed by someone, you said you found your drive and you were relentless. As we unveil the statue of you here today, can you talk to us about what emotion do you feel about your career to this point and the unveiling of the statue?
For me, it's a great honor. I mean, I've worked hard throughout my career to do my best to perform at the highest level, to get to my goal, and for people of Miramar to recognize this and to put a statue in a wonderful area of me, to show the love and the admiration and the respect that they have for me is wonderful. It's an honor. I can show my kids in the future, I can speak to the young generation to say, work hard, be dedicated, and anything is possible. So for me, it's a pleasure, and it's always an honor to be a part of something wonderful. I'm just happy to have made Jamaica proud, and we'll continue trying to uplift Jamaica in any way possible.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. You did make the world proud. You made the world proud. We're going to take about 5